Good afternoon, February 17, 2022, Board for Lease of Texas Department of Criminal Justice meeting will come to order. Pursuant to section 31.015 of the Texas Natural Resources Code, I'm chairing this meeting in the commissioner's absence as chief clerk of the General Land Office, as the commissioner is away on state business. Should he return prior to the conclusion of this meeting, I will relinquish the chair. The February 17, 2022 meeting of the Board for Lease of Texas Department of Criminal Justice is being held in person at 1700 North Congress Avenue, Stephen Austin Building, and by video conference as authorized under Texas Government Code Section 551.125. Access to the meeting by members of the public was published in advance in the Texas Register in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act. And any member of the public who wishes to address the board for lease may do so and should indicate at the start of the meeting or during any public comment period. We have any?
No, sir.
No one at this time. So before we get started, I think we'll go with a little housekeeping matter. Introduce a new board member, Billy Hirsch, Division Director, Texas Department of Criminal Justice.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us.
Glad to be with y'all.
All right. First item on the agenda is item number one. Mr. Hatter.
Good morning. Robert Hatter with the Energy Resources Division here at the General Land Office. We have proposed a sale for April 5th of 2020, an oil and gas lease sale, that is. Staff here at the GLO staff has received two nominations, one in the Clemens unit in Brazoria County and one in the Smith unit, the Preston Smith unit up in Dawson County. If you have the memos in front of you, I'll start with the Clemens unit. And again, it's in Brazoria County. It covers 640 acres. Staff has reviewed terms and conditions. Okay, there. You can see the nominated, there's an existing lease on that unit in the middle with the blue slash lines. The two ones on the two tracks on either side with the red X's are the nominated tracks. Typically what staff does here is we'll try to find and review recent nearby comparisons to make recommendations. We really don't have that here, at least nothing recent. So staff's recommending primary term of 3 years, which is what we do for upland tracks on PSF properties, a fixed 25% royalty rate, a $10 per acre rental each year that they don't have production during the primary term. And then as far as the bonus per acre, our most recent nearby comp is 5 miles to the south, and it was $7.50 an acre. That was back in 2020. The last lease, the previous lease that was on this tract was in 2010, so it was a while back, and it was $203 per acre. So staff's recommending we split the difference and set the minimum bid on that tract or those two tracts to $500 per acre. Any questions on that particular tract?
Questions from the board?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Also, okay, the second tract is in the Preston Smith unit in Dawson County. In that case, we again don't have a whole lot of comps in the area. The last lease on that tract was $250 an acre. So staff is recommending a 3-year primary term, a fixed 25% royalty, a $10 per acre delay rental during the primary term, and then just using that same price of $250 an acre as the minimum bid that will be accepted. That's a 320 acre tract. As far as surface use restrictions, we use the same ones that we've used previously on Texas Department of Criminal Justice properties. Basically, no well location or structures or operations of any kind within 300 feet of a building or detention fence. If the lessee obtains a title examination or a survey, they'll provide a copy of that to TDCJ, and all leases and subsequent releases, if the leases are lost, a certified copy must be filed with TDCJ for within 60 days. Also, we we're proposing to put on there all vehicles entering TDCJ property are subject to search, and that no guns, no alcohol, no drugs, and no tobacco are allowed on TDCJ property. So unless y'all have any changes or amendments to those, we'll use those for the lease sale.
No, sir. Those are all good to us.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Hirsch.
right.
Again, we'll have the lease sale on April 5th at 10 o'clock. It'll be done on EnergyNet. So, and of course, we'll be doing it in this school and board meeting, and as well as probably Zoom. So you may be able to monitor that remotely. But as soon as we get some comps, or not comps, well, as soon as we get bids in, either Jesse Ariana or I will contact you all and let you know. Unless the board has any other questions, that's all I have for today.
No, sir. I'm good.
All right, thank you, sir.
I'm good on this end. Thank you, Mr. Hatter. No questions, no additional information is there. I will accept a motion to approve.
I move to approve Mr. Hatter's recommendations.
Second.
Motion is made, seconded, and carries unanimously to approve item number 1. There being no further business before the board for lease, the meeting is hereby adjourned. Thank you all for participating.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You have a good day.
Thank you.
You.